Hey y'all, it is LSID932 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. And this is again requested from my comments. Please like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. Because y'all in the comments want me to do Love During Lockup. I have to say, I used to watch this show. I used to watch it a lot. And then I stopped because I couldn't take it anymore. But guess what? Y'all are bringing me back to it. Congratulations. Y'all are pulling me back in. Please understand, I would usually say, all people here are innocent until proven guilty, but these folks are locked up. So they've obviously been found guilty of something, okay? I will list the charges. We will go over it all. This is called Sugar Mama Drama. What more could you want? Sugar Mama Drama. So, please understand that this is an edited, produced show. It is in no way the totality of these people, but we are going to joke and make assumptions. That's what we do here. We will joke and make assumptions with the show. And the other thing we do is grab notes, because I got my notes. So we start with Tia, 32, is a medical records supervisor. Rob, 32, who is our incarcerated person. He's incarcerated for first-degree robbery and credit card fraud. Okay? Now, what I love about Tia, I love this about you. You are a proud member of the Plus Size Coalition. I love it. As another member to another member, I love my confident plus size sisters. So she says that Rob, they have a twin flame and he's her divine counterpart. Now, I can't agree with that. I don't know these folks, but I don't see how you, in your great career, is a twin flame to someone incarcerated. So unless you have, run-ins with the law too, I don't see the twinning in this flame. But she goes on to do this whole my man, and I am like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Okay? Say they will start a new life together, and then you see him walking into his interview room. I'm like, when did they get New Balance in the jail? I'm sorry, it has been years since I've known anyone who's had an encounter with incarceration. When did they get New Balance? Did she buy it for him? Is that standard issue? I have questions. So, well, he's got some questions and needs of his own. He said has not been active sexually for 8 years. Okay, Rob. I would need a definition of what you call it, because I'm sure possibly you haven't been holding it all in. Okay? So her cousin, Tia's cousin, is married to Rob's sister. And that's how she was introduced to him. Okay? Whoever y'all are that introduced her, I hope this is for the best, but if it's not, I'm going to blame you. Because she was going along fine with her life. She said it is 8 months since their first conversation. It's a little too much, too soon for the my man. No, ma'am. 8 months? 8 months? Okay. He said he's been 16 years in and out of the system. He's had a 2-parent household. He was arrested at 24. And for 10 years, he's in for 10 years, but he's serving 8.5. Okay? He did confirm that the next scar he has is from surgery and not from an attack. I have to thank the producers, because that's the first thing you see and observe of him. And I was like, how'd you get that? But it was surgery. Okay? We're going to believe him, because we can do nothing but believe him. But when he comes out, he says he wants to have strippers and to have fun day. She's like, but wait a minute. It was supposed to be just us two. For the first 2 days, you're out. Now, sweetie, the man has been away from his family for 8.5 years. He will need time for his family before y'all can be, cuddled up. And it's only been 8 months. I'm sorry. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She says she is not having everyone there at the house. I agree, right? No, ma'am. Everybody's not coming to the house. This is not going to be his back home party at the house. She is hot for his eggplant. And I'm saying this just to stay on YouTube's good side, okay? But she is all about, hey, I need some. You ain't had some. Come get some. That is what Tia is about. I ain't mad at her. That's her man, her man, her man. Okay? Whew. She said if he hurts her, she will stop all relationships. Romantic is what I'm guessing for the rest of her life. Tia, don't let this stop you. I'm sorry. He's not the creme de la creme. So do not have him stop you from seeking love. So I'm going to continue with their entire story and move on to the next and the next. I'm not going to hop, skip, and jump like the show does. So we see it is 45 days before Rob's release. She meets her cousin who reads tarot cards, and they're in a beautiful position by the beach. Absolutely gorgeous gazebo. And Tia does explain that she was in an abusive relationship before. It even led to broken bones. And I do feel for her, and I'm so glad that she got out of that, and I'm so glad she has certainly moved forward. And her cousin said she has to continue her healing journey, as she does. She does. Rob, please understand you are going to be handling a delicate flower, and I hope you are up for the task. But he said he gonna be paroling in Brooklyn, and he gonna be staying with a family female friend. Okay, now I gotta give it up to Brooklyn. I gotta give it up to my Brooklyn. Hey. But I stand with a female family friend that Tia don't know nothing about. Tia actually thought he was paroling at her house. But I understand, Rob, you only know Tia for 8 months. See, Rob got his head on his shoulders. He's like, yeah, I only know you for 8 months. I don't know if you're going to affect my parole. So I'm going to parole in Brooklyn at somebody who's a family friend that we know. A little more history and stability there. I'm thinking Rob's way, but I'm not sure what part of Brooklyn, because Brooklyn stand up. Brooklyn stand up. Depending on what part of Brooklyn, it may not be the best thing for you, Rob. I'm sorry. But we are wishing positive vibes. But he said he ain't been telling her anything. Okay? Next, we have Savannah, who is 27. She's an event bartender. Right now, Savannah is the beverage girl at the local golf course. Okay? Bradley, who is the incarcerated part of the pair, he is 28, and he was incarcerated for the transport of a pew-pew. Okay? So he has 20 days before he's coming home. Okay? They dated 2 years ago when he got incarcerated, but have known each other for 5 years. And I'm like, how do we date in jail? Savannah, how are y'all dating from jail? I don't understand it, Savannah. I don't get it, but it's not for me to get, okay? So he's been locked up for 20 months, okay? He had a 2.5-year sentence. He went to prison, and then she went to rehab, okay? She said she delved into the substances because her ex, she was with him for 4 years. He had a daughter. She was, as a mother to this child, she was, attached at the hip, okay? And that's a beautiful thing, Savannah. But then all of a sudden, one day, he disappeared and he took his daughter. And that left, I believe, a big hole in Savannah's heart. And she really loved that child. So she kind of, I'm assuming, I don't know, she kind of spiraled. And she spiraled into substance usage, okay? And her usage escalated from one after the other. And I'm guessing she's trying to seek this love she was looking for from this, family. And I could well imagine. You love hard, Savannah. You love hard. So she said she has been clean for over 2 years. Yes, Savannah. Congratulations. Congratulations. Sincerely, congratulations. But they have never been sober together before. Okay? Let's keep it there. It's Savannah and Bradley. We see 20 days before his release, she is living at home to try and save money. How much are we paying for them jail calls, Savannah? The jail calls cost, Savannah. How are we saving money? Because unless you only have a certain time to do them jail calls, you ain't saving money. You're just working a job to pay for the calls. So the mom, is like asking him over the phone what are his intentions while she's cooking dinner. And the mom says, hey, y'all are toxic because the way y'all snap at each other. And then we find out that Bradley used to be her grass dealer. Again, for the YouTube algorithm, I can't say certain words. Can't say it. I wonder if I can say marijuana. He was her dealer. Now, I don't know. 2 years sober. I'm not sure. This is the best man for you, Savannah. If you know, you know. He's a good man, Savannah. I'm not sure this is the best man for you, Savannah. So mom does advocacy work in the prison system. So she knows what's happening. She's like, she don't know if Bradley is sober while incarcerated. Mom worries that he will be the same when he gets out. Okay? And mom has gone down the road of helping Savannah get back to where she is. And mom is scared and worried. And Savannah's like, she ain't scared and she ain't worried. Okay? Okay, Savannah. We're going to be with you. I'm rooting for you, Savannah, because the 2 years, we don't want anything to derail that, Savannah. Next, we have Sam and Crystal. Sam is 29. He is an EMT. Crystal is 29, and she's our incarcerated part of this pair. She is incarcerated for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Okay. He said he found a friend and soulmate in prison. He didn't expect it. She is on a 14-year sentence. At 19, she had an addiction-fueled relationship, and she pulled out a kitchen knife and used it. Okay? It is 7 years have passed out of her 14-year sentence. And Sam said after he got divorced, he decided to write to someone. He found Crystal. He decided to write to Crystal for someone to communicate with. We know, based on this show, that there are prison pen pal groups. So I'm guessing this is what Sam went for. Okay? Okay, Sam wanted communication. I'm not sure. Sam, are you from a small town? Are there not enough people for you to communicate with that you had to seek? Okay, Sam. Okay. Okay. After 3 months, he flew to Texas to meet her. After 3 months of speaking. Because remember, he paying. I wonder if he's speaking or just writing. You got to pay to write too. Sam, what we doing? After 3 months, he flew to Texas. They met. And then he moved to Texas right after. Because he said on the plane ride home from Texas, he knew this was his soulmate. And he started the process to marry her. Okay? She doesn't want him to go out when she's not around. She never been around. She still incarcerated. She's concerned about him cheating. He has married her knowing she is in there for 7 more years. Y'all, they got married. They've been married for 2 years already. And she has 7 more years to go. But she says they have a surface level relationship. And she's concerned with his secrets because she has got some. What secrets you got, girl? You're in there. What secret? So we meet Rita. Sam introduces Rita as his closest friend in Texas. We find out Rita is Crystal's grandma. Okay? Rita is Crystal's grandmother. So she says her mom passed away 3 months after she went to prison. That is very sad. I'm very, very sorry about that. She said her father was never there. Okay? And Sam says he takes Rita out to lunch, shopping, and everything. He runs her errands too. And I don't know, I look like it, but I don't know if Sam is rooming with Rita, okay? Does Sam have his own residence? Because Sam changed out of his uniform, but it could just be to keep it clean before he goes home and doing errands for grandma. But I don't know, it looked like Sam may be living there, okay? Okay, Sam, I'm worried. I'm worried. So, grandma thinks that Sam wants her for more. Okay? Grandma thinks, okay? Crystal gets jealous of the relationship between grandma and Sam. Crystal, why would grandma take your man? Okay? Why are we worried about grandma? You, Crystal, and Sam are both 29. Why y'all thinking grandma, who's at least, I don't know, 50 something, 60, will want your man? He says he is a working class guy. Okay? And keep up with me. We're gonna hit you with some numbers that Sam, remember he's an EMT. Sam says he is a working class guy. He has spent $27,000 in a year for Crystal. And $102,000 over 4 years. He takes overtime at least 65 hours a week when he can get it. He pays for her commissary, her movies, and everything. Okay? That's $27,000 a year, close to $102,000 over 4 years, and he does at least 65 hours of overtime a week. Sam, you are working hard. 65 hours a week? You probably should be living by Rita if you're not, because you're not at any home long enough to enjoy it other than to rest and get back out to work. So then we see Crystal, and Crystal said she binge watched a show and it was the best money she ever spent. When I heard about his spending, or I should say his spending on her, and she said this is the best money she ever spent. No, Crystal, this is Sam's money. You just spent Sam's money binge watching a show. Crystal, I'm getting the odor of using. Okay? Just keep that in mind. He said he is terrified of disappointing her. Sam, why are you so terrified? She is incarcerated behind a lot of bars and she got guards. Why are you terrified? Okay? I need to explore that. Grandma said she spent to sustain Crystal while she was incarcerated before Sam came along. Grandma sounded like, I'm glad you're here so I don't have to spend my fixed income to help Crystal. Okay? But Crystal seeks parole in a month, and she may be paroled next year if everything goes great, but she is keeping secrets. Now, why are these incarcerated folks keeping secrets? Our next couple and the final one for this episode. Kate is 38. She is a yoga instructor. Hunter is 33. And we see his thing is driving under the influence of the marijuana. Okay? Driving under the influence. But she's like, hey. You know, DUIs are not a big red flag for her. Okay? She's at the park training the dog with a dog trainer. She said animals have always made her feel less lonely. Okay? And she met Hunter at a coffee shop where he was the barista. They dated casually for a year before he went to prison. And he's been in prison since November 2022. Now, when she said DUI was not a red flag for her, they showed us all his other charges. So let's list them out for Hunter. Well, no. Hunter knows. Let's list them out for Kate. Kate, okay? Apart from driving under the influence, here's the rest of his charges for you. Aggravated DUI, driving with a suspended license, identity theft, forgery, theft of a credit card, burglary in the second degree, shoplifting, and aggravated assault. So, Kate, I heard you when you said that, hey, DUI isn't a big red flag for her. Okay. But All them other things? All them other things? Yeah, Kate, I don't think you know all his charges. But if you're talking to him, didn't you ever look up his case to see his list of charges? He said he's been doing great except for all the women. And he got himself into trouble. He had a video visit that got out of hand. Okay? Kate tells us that she trusts him and she has resigned herself to the fact that he needs funding. So he needs sugar mamas because as a yoga instructor, Kate just ain't got it. So she's like, he is going to go out there, hook up with ladies who will pay his way through his incarceration. Kate, you're a better woman than most. I'm sorry. So he said why he got into trouble was the person brought out adult toys, okay? And they the officer overheard him, checked his video visit, and wrote him up. He's going to lose early release credit. It could take 30 days away from him, so he has to stay there 30 days longer, even, possibly. Okay? So Kate says she feels bad for the women he talks to, but he needs a financial support. Now, y'all leave it in the comments, in the chat. Let me know because, hey, Kate said it ain't me. Kate said it ain't me. I ain't funding your life, but you could talk to some other women who gonna fund it for you. Ooh, Kate. Kate, you a different kind. You a different kind. Different kind. Kate said maybe he needs to break up with these women. He's like, hey, hold up. He said, yeah, they may be hurting my release, but it's a maximum of 40 women he was talking to, collecting about $2,000 a month. See, look here. This incarcerated barista with a plethora of charges is collecting $2,000 a month. He said, but no, instead of 40, he got a solid roster of 10 right now. Okay? So if each of them women giving him $200 a month, he got that $2,000. But he said, hey, he's had to talk to them and sweet talk them, and they all expect to pick him up when he is released, and he calls all of them his wifey. Okay? So Hunter has been selling a dream because, well, he got to sell something for them to pay. He's been selling a dream to these ladies that they're all wifey and they're going to pick him up. But she is the only one, Kate, our good Kate, is the only one he could truly be honest with. Kate, I wouldn't buy what he's selling right there. Kate says he makes her feel strong, brave, smart, and sexy. How, Kate? How? I don't see it. How are you strong, brave, and smart? I guess smart in that you're letting other women fund him. Brave because you're letting it happen and you're keeping a brave spirit, and maybe it's making you stronger, but I just don't see it. So Kate said nothing can take away from their connection. And we see Hunter say it got complicated with one of those women. And that is the end of the episode. Y'all have put me in this. We have our first 3 couples. I just started this episode. I hope you'll continue with me. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and let us go on this journey called life during lockup. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.